Hello, and welcome to another update on Polygon. The Polygon chart continues to grind sideways here. We've been moving sideways now for quite some time. This sideways consolidation pattern is probably part of a wave 2, at least that's the current thesis. Of course, it's low confidence, but we're tracking a potential upside reversal pattern, at least on a local basis. This is the 1 hour time frame. From the, after that flash crash. I did say to you the day after that crash happened and the week after that we now need to see what emerges from the dust, and structures are starting to form. Nothing very convincing yet, certainly no V-shaped recovery. We have a first, you could say, recovery rally, small pump, but it came after a large decline after a crash, and so it's not very reliable. And then basically just ongoing sideways action for now. So nothing really convincing, really. I mean, that's the main problem, right? Nothing really convincing. I have a couple of levels here we need to talk about. The first set, that's our Fibonacci zone, our support zone between 16.1 cents and 17.9 cents. It's the case that we need to hold this Fibonacci support zone to keep the potential for an upside reversal intact in a 1-2 setup. Very, very important. Now, as long as the market holds above 16 cents, we could get a breakout above the 21.3 cent level as an early indication we're turning around. And then ultimately what is really important is a break above the 24 cent level. Now you might ask, what level is that? That's the level where the selling pressure started to come in on the 10th of October, a very, very important level that so far the price could not break above. I mean, before, but since the 10th of October, we've been below this level, ranging. It could even be a triangle that's forming here. I mean, currently I'm interpreting this as possible wave 1 to the upside, speculative, but maybe it's a 5-wave move. I say maybe because I don't have much data. I have this wick, which is, I can't identify microstructures in there, right? Because it all happened so quickly. But this here might be a 4-5 pattern in wave 1, and then this is an A wave down. This could be a B wave bounce, and then a C wave decline. A 1-2 setup with support defined. But this B wave could even turn into a triangle. We don't know that yet. I did put it on X earlier today. By the way, feel free to follow us here as well if you're not doing that already. There are additional updates, news, macro stuff, all sorts of things. Check it out. But actually what I wanted to post here is, and you also get additional updates that we don't cover on YouTube. But here, you can't forecast a B wave. You can only survive it. That's basically it. You can't forecast a B wave. And I'm talking about a B wave here on the Polygon chart. This. Because B waves can, this can turn into a triangle. It could turn into some kind of a more complex pattern. So just be aware there is a support area. And what really matters is that the bulls show up before the price breaks below 16 cents. And I already talked about the resistances above. And I think it's just worth being mindful that this could turn into a triangle. Now, looking at the bigger picture, if we go to the Polygon weekly chart, I think it's just something to be aware of on this weekly time frame, right? That the move up that I'm tracking could just be wave C of a wave 4 rally. Basically a counter trend move. But if I get 5 waves up, which a C wave could be, it could also be a wave 1, and then 3 waves down, a higher low, then we have a 1-2 setup, which could actually be a setup for higher prices to $5 plus. So I keep you updated about that. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then check out our X channel. I'll leave a link for you guys in the comments section for additional updates and much more. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.